The victim in the violent Forsyth Park acid attack is criticizing Savannah Mayor Van Johnson's recent comments about the case. And she's also raising concerns about what Savannah police have not released to you, the public. Ashley Wazlewski and her family say key information about a description of an alleged suspect needs to be shared. I have the latest on the growing backlash and an all-new WJCL 22 News investigates.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us.
Savannah Mayor Van Johnson's weekly news conference offers information about pressing issues.
I'm the mayor of tourism. I have cards in my office saying I'm the mayor of tourism.
And top news stories of the day.
So anticipating your interest this afternoon, I'm going to lead with the acid attack investigation.
This topic generating criticism from acid attack victim Ashley Wazlewski after some of the mayor's comments about the unsolved crime.
Do we know this is still a random act? What happened?
I'm going to leave that to the police to be able to answer. I mean, again, we have not, and I've been in this community for a while. I've served as a law enforcement officer in this community for a while. I'm not familiar with anyone ever being attacked by acid. I'm just not. And every officer I've spoken to, nobody can really remember that. In my mind, doing that is really a really personal thing. But again, I'll leave that to the officers to be able to determine. Again, I don't know relative to that.
Watching that mayor's news conference online was Ashley Wazlewski. The very next day, through a family member, Wazlewski sent this statement to WJCL 22 News. It reads, "From our family's perspective, we want to be very clear. There is no known personal connection between Ashley and her attacker." The mayor suggesting on multiple occasions that this attack feels personal without any evidence not only risks shifting focus away from identifying the attacker, but directly undermines the need for credible leads. We find his comments irresponsible. Ashley, her family, and her friends are personally offended and angered. Ashley provided a description of the attacker, as did the witness who released his description of the attacker to local news stations. Yet SPD and city officials have not shared this information with the public. That witness, named Kay Kendall, spoke to WJCL 22 News investigator Tia Maggio in January, saying that he noticed a man acting agitated and arguing, perhaps on his cell phone, on the same footpath as Wazlewski. Kendall said it looked like he had calmed down, then he heard screams later.
He's about 6 foot. Looked like he had dreads. He was in all black.
Kendall says the 6-foot-tall man appeared to calm down. Then came the screams.
That's where I heard her screaming, "Help me, help me."
Ashley writes, "We are asking clearly and respectfully that any information that could help the public identify this individual be shared. There is a combined reward of over $100,000. The video referenced in recent days is from a heat sensor camera near the park, therefore it provides no visual identifiable characteristic of the attacker." At that news conference, the mayor concurred with law enforcement not to release the video because of its so-called poor quality.
It promotes speculation, and it provides an influx of unreliable tips. So releasing this video can divert investigative resources, it can hamper progress, and ultimately interfere with building a case that can be prosecuted.
WJCL 22 News asked Mayor Johnson for an interview about Wazlewski's criticism. The mayor's office sent us this statement that reads in part, "I categorically reject any attempts by WJCL or any other news media outlet to mischaracterize my words, sensationalize, or capitalize off of the pain of the victim and the victim's family. Our top and only priority is finding justice for Ms. Wazlewski, and that is where our focus shall remain."
We would really like to get this individual in custody, and I think that we have that still top of mind.
This investigation into one of the city's most horrific crimes, and a mystery at this point, enters its 6th month this week. Have a question you'd like us to investigate? Email us at investigates@wjcl.com or visit our website for more information.